Hello everybody and welcome to the homework helper for section number 5.6. This is our last one before our quiz, so let's go ahead and go over it. Substitute the given value of x into the equation and find the value of y. So it's going to give us an equation here, and it's going to give us a value for x, in this case 2. So all that this is going to ask us to do is to plug 2 in for that x. So when I do this, I end up with 5 times 2 minus 9y equals 73. And then from here, the expectation is that you go through and you solve for that. So I'll go ahead and do that on a sticky note here. Okay, so I got 5 times 2 minus 9y equals 73. Now I got to solve for y. So 5 times 2 is 10 minus 9y equals 73. Subtract 10 from both sides. Negative 9y equals 63. Divide by negative 9, divide by negative 9, and so y equals a negative 7. And so I would just say y equals negative 7, and that's it. So that's all that we're doing is we're just going to be doing these more simple plug and chug solve for a single variable once we've done that. Now 7 is asking pretty much the same thing, just in a slightly different language. It says use the given value to find the value of the other variable not provided. Okay, so in this case we have this equation of 5a plus 2b equals negative 37, but it tells us that b is negative 1. So 5a plus 2 times negative 1 equals negative 37. Now the expectation is just to find the other variable, which is a. Okay, that's not that bad. So 5a, 2 times negative 1 is minus 2, so that's going to equal a negative 37. We'll then add 2 to both sides to get 5a equals a negative 35, and we will divide by 5. a equals negative 7. And so that's all that we're doing, is we're taking this at one step at a time to be able to do that. The next section is the set, and it says examine the impact of the direction of the inequality symbol. So it gives us two things. It says graph y is greater than 3x or 3/4 x minus 2, and y is less than negative 3/4 x on the grid. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at this. So I have minus 2, so, and then I'm going up 3 over 4, like that, up 3 over 4, like that, down 3, at 4, like that, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And so it's greater than, so this is going to be a dashed line, like that. And then it's greater than, so we're going to shade above it. And I don't want to use my black marker for shading because that won't look good, so I'll use this purple to show that that's where it's shaded, like that. And then it wants me to do the same thing for this equation. So I go up 1, 2, 3, and then up 3 over, oh, it's the same slope. You guys see that? It's the same slope. 3/4. So down 3, okay, so that, whoops, that's supposed to be a dashed line, dash, 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 whoopsie. But this time it's less than, so this time it's less than, so I don't know, let's use green. So I'm going to shade below that. Okay, and you can see like what relationship, well they have the same slope. They're going the same direction, they're doing the same thing. And actually what we end up with, they have 3 points. If we were to pick any 3 points in the middle here, that would satisfy that, okay? And so now it's going to ask us to do the same thing with this other graph. So when we see this, what I want you guys to see is this area right in between. That's true for both of them, right? We kind of have this bottom line is going up and this top line is going down, but we end up with this little sandwich, this delicious sandwich of where we have answers for both. So go through each of those steps, and then this one's going to ask you to do a similar thing, but it's going to give you a little wrinkle, something a little bit different. Okay. And then finally, it's just graphing systems of inequalities. So this is just doing all the things that we've been doing so far. We treat this as a y equals mx plus b, where the b is negative 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The slope is 3. That means up 3 over 1, up 3 over 1. Okay. It is or equals to, so it's a solid line, and it's less than. So I would shade below. Okay. Sometimes you may not know which way to shade. So I'll go ahead and do this one. So this is like 1, 2, 3, down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, whoops, down 2 over 1, So solid line. And sometimes you might reach a point like this where you're like, less than, I don't know which way is actually below it. Normally what I do is I just look to see on my y-axis which way, these are the smaller numbers, these are the higher numbers, and that tells me which way to shade. But maybe it isn't clear to you. Another way you can do that is you substitute the origin into the equation. So here's the origin, okay? 0, 0. So if I plug 0 into this, I have 0 is less than or equal to negative 2 times 0 plus 3. Well, that just cancels out. So is 0 less than 3? Well, yes it is. 0 is less than 3. So that tells me the side that the origin is on is the side that I shade. So that's an easy way. Now, if the line actually goes to the origin, you can't do that. But otherwise, you can use that as an easy trick. And that'll do it for the homework. Expect to see some of this stuff on the quiz tomorrow. And good luck and study hard.